Mr. Chancellor, academic members of the University, graduates and students here today, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I thank you for the honour of the degree you've just conferred upon me. But this is your day, not mine, and I suspect that you have worked much harder for your degrees than I ever did for mine. I want to say an enormous thank you for the stupendous welcome you have given me to this awesome occasion. I dare say, were I going to an Australian university, and not this one, the welcome would have been every bit as noisy, but not nearly as friendly, indeed not nearly as lovely. But I really do want to thank all of you for the extraordinary privilege of being here today. It is indeed an honour to be at this young and vital university, already with some 60,000 full-time students on campus and already one of India's very best universities, rising steadily through the ranks of all the great universities of the world. And it's an honour too to be here in India, an ancient civilization, a growing and dynamic economy, and increasingly a force for good in the wider world. This is, as I say, your day, students of lovely university, as you cherish with pride your personal achievements. But it is also a day to take pride in the country whose most productive citizens you will now become. I knew back in 1981, 43 years ago almost, when I spent 3 months backpacking here, that India was a remarkable country with the capacity to help shape the world, and now I believe that India's time has come. I have to tell you, and I don't wish to depress anyone, but I do have to tell you that the global outlook today is more difficult than it has been for many decades. Militarism, Islamism, communism are threatening our long peace. Dictators are in an alliance of convenience. But under Prime Minister Modi, India is stepping up. Prime Minister Modi is a transformative leader, the most significant Indian leader since Nehru, and let me say that without Modi there would not be a Quad, and without the Quad the world would be even less secure. Now, the Quad, I stress, is not an alliance against anyone. It is a partnership for peace and development by stressing the rights of all countries to national freedom and sovereignty. And part of that is helping others to prosper with no strings attached. My country, Australia, has suffered because China capriciously and arbitrarily suspended some $20 billion worth of our trade. It weaponised trade against us. And I am confident that for all the countries now looking to friend-shore their supply chains, that India is the perfect partner. With a sophisticated manufacturing base, with a hugely skilled and creative workforce of which you students will soon be part, and with democracy and the rule of law, so investors in this country will never have their money and their technology stolen. And I do hope that my country, Australia, will be a key part of India's success, as India has been a part of ours. Way back in 1795, the first commercial cargo from the then infant Australian colony was in fact seal oil to Bengal. The infant colony was sustained by food shipments from India, and the horses of the then Indian Army were known as whalers because they came from New South Wales. And when Australia faced its baptism of fire at Gallipoli in 1915, 5,000 soldiers of the Indian Army were our brothers in arms. And now, most years, India is Australia's largest source of overseas students and our largest source of migrants, with some million Australians now of Indian heritage, one of them, Dr. Javinga Virk, head of the India-Australia Strategic Alliance. My friend Dr. Virk is responsible for this visit, and I thank him deeply. My hope in the decades to come is that Australia will be resource security for India, with Australian coal, gas and uranium lighting Indians' lives and powering India's prosperity, thanks in part to the trade deal, the ECTA, that Prime Minister Modi and I initiated. And now, dear students, to you. In graduating, you have climbed a mountain. And I hope that succeeding in your studies has given you confidence to believe that you can succeed in whatever you truly put your minds to, provided you act with honour and decency to all. Be endlessly curious, because this is not the end of your learning. Be endlessly energetic, because this is just the start of your hard work. And be endlessly fair, remembering that how you act to others is generally how they will act to you. Put no limits on what you can achieve, because the people you admire most were once in your shoes. Finally, be grateful to your parents who have loved you and your teachers who have shaped you, because who you are, you owe to them. Thank you.